MLB The Show franchise is bad. Now that's known news for us, but for game reviewers such as IGN and the sort, you would think that's a foreign concept because all they do is fellatio, the offline game mode for MLB The Show, when it is severely lacking in content. Now, it's not exactly brave nor bold to make these claims right here. That's like saying EA is a predatory company. It's no news again for the vast majority of us, but credit where it's due. Stadium Creator was great, and that's a great first step. Now, coming into the second year of next gen, they have to really hit home, and college baseball would be a surefire way to really bring excitement into a long since perceived forgotten game mode. I'm quite sure the developers, come around next game cycle, they're, oh shit, yeah, what are we gonna do for franchise? I think they sometimes forget it's a mode, but it is certainly there. And there is a lot of players who feel neglected, who feel deceived, cheated, that they don't get updates and everything goes to other game modes and franchise is forgotten. I want to talk about how easy it is to implement something like college baseball, how easy it is to add this level of depth into franchise. Leave a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and comment down below. Would you guys be excited about the prospect of being able to play this college baseball orient in MLB The Show come next year? Would you guys be more prone to playing franchise if this is the case? So a little background right here. The last college baseball game that we've gotten was in 2007, of course, made by EA, and come next year, 2022, that's 15 years since we've seen any capacity of college baseball on a console stage. That is a long-ass time for, yes, college baseball, not as big as college football, hence why, the last NCAA football game was in 2014, and baseball in 2007. There is still a market for it, and I think it deserves another chance on a already established game such as MLB The Show. Now, also big news this last year, it has been made official that college athletes are now eligible to profit off of their likeness. They can have a autograph signing and make money off that. They can sell merchandise, they can sign contracts and that sort of thing, which is really interesting and also could feed into the way of something regarding a new college baseball game. But I want to talk about this here with franchise and how easy it would be to implement something, even if it's just by us fans. These are exactly what we would need with a pretty much already given system. We just need something more. As you guys know, we have the roster vaults, and there's plenty of people that will go and make college rosters. Admittedly so, it's a bit tougher this year because there was no year-to-year saves. If you think about next gen, we lost all the files from every year previously. Everything on next gen is brand new, made this year, which really hurts. There's a lot less customization and a lot less creative rosters, less college rosters in the game, but there is still a few that you can find, and I'll load one up right now. And here you go. You'll have something like this, where 30 teams, worth obviously a lot more than 30 teams, participate in college baseball. But here, Judd Fabian, this is from, this last year, so he's a Red Sox now, but this is the Florida Gators, and you'll notice this is Vanderbilt, and you'll be able to tell some big name players. Some of them you might have to look up if you're not too familiar, but that's all well and great that the fans can do this part, but here's what the fans can't do. So if you wanted to start a college baseball franchise, do something of that nature, this is the steps that you would have to take. You would have to go here, load save rosters. You'll go in and load those NCAA rosters, which again are made by the fans, and then you're met with this conundrum where you again might not even know which team is which. You would have to go through, look up a player, and see which team they actually play for. If you want to make these college teams, this is where you'd run into an issue, because there is so little customization really when it comes to franchise, and what's a bigger slap in the face is that they've taken out some of this customization, such as the ability to play less than 162 games in a given season, which was a feature for many, many years. I remember doing that back in like 2010. but it's just not something that you can do anymore. But anyway, let's say, again, the Cleveland Guardians at this point now, you want to replace them with their actual team, being the Florida Gators, which is what the guy who made this roster intended them to be. There's no way to actually do this in a efficient manner. You have to create this all yourself. When we have a roster vault, a player vault, a stadium vault, vaults for everything in this game. There's no vault for custom teams, which is a true travesty, because if you want to have a college baseball feeling to this, you have to do it all yourself, and this is not an easy process, because you're gonna have to go find the logo, which is all well and great, but then you'll have to create the uniforms, then your stadium, which thankfully we do have custom stadiums now, which can help out as well. But this is a time testing process, and it would be much simpler if we had a create a team vault and some more details onto that, some more different settings that we could have within our franchise, such as expansion. I swear to God, there's iOS baseball games with expansion, and this game developed by Sony does not have one. Curious. Maybe they just don't have the money. Maybe they don't have the dev team to be able to constitute such a feature in 2021. But it's frustrating because you can do all you want for the community and help out, but you still have to do all of this yourself when it could just be so much simpler. And we don't even need them to pay money out to Florida. We don't need them to pay money out to Texas to get licensing to those logos. We can do it all in here. So let's say you make one of these teams, right? That's, at least 20, 30 minutes that it's going to take you for creating one of them. Then you run into a similar issue where your college team is now going to play 162 games, which isn't exactly realistic. The divisions are 5. You're not going to have the ability to create something like the Big Ten, the SEC. You could make them into, I guess, one huge league, such as the American League becomes the ACC, the National Leagues, the SEC. You could do something like that, but these are simple settings that are in practically every other franchise. Maybe not Madden, EA, of course, but you get the point here. It's practically in every other sports title, but it is not in MLB, or it was in MLB The Show, but it has been since taken out. So these are very simple things that they could introduce to the game and really help out the experience. And on top of that, expansion. Like I said, you could add in more teams, so then you could really get creative with this. And it's not just limited to college. You could do this for anything. You could have, 50 teams battle in a season of different historic teams. You could go in and create the players, such as maybe the Giants with Barry Bonds, Jeff Kent, when they're in the World Series against the Angels. And then you can have another Giants team like the 2014 or the 2012 Giants, in that dynasty that they had. But I also don't want to rule out the fact that we could see actual NCAA coming into MLB The Show, such as we've seen with Madden and 2K in the past, 5, 6, 7 years. It's been a while since they've done it, but now since MLB The Show's more on the grand stage, it's not a far-fetched dream at all to think that could be customized in Road to the Show, for example. I think that is definitely possible. That you could start up a Road to the Show and that you're going to have something in the story along the lines of trying out for different college teams and playing a couple games. Is it going to be truly immersive? No, it's a sports game, but it's going to be something that we could have be a stepping stool on top of maybe seeing a game. Who knows? Maybe Sony would be interested in making a college baseball game, but it's just hard to see them play. We don't have the resources when this game is significantly backed. It's on Xbox. It's on PlayStation. It was the number 3 most highest selling game of 2021. They make lots of money off of microtransactions. So you would think we're going to start seeing these sort of features implemented. So I really am hopeful that we see college baseball, as I've gotten more into it in recent years, in MLB The Show. But of course, that is one Gomer's opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Would you guys be interested in this? And again, like I said, it doesn't just tie to college baseball. We need these features anyway in franchise mode. We've gotten nothing, essentially, in that mode substantially in quite some time. Yes, Stadium Creator trickles down the stem to touch franchise, but as I've noticed, a quick tidbit here, it isn't as cool as you would think, because simulated stats don't carry. You know how I know? Because I created a stadium that's essentially impossible to hit a home run in. It is the highest walls, the furthest depth, and it's like fucking Alcatraz. You are not getting out of that stadium. I don't care if you're Barry Bonds, you are not hitting a home run. Sure enough, simulate a season, that was the home stadium for all teams, and guys are still cranking 50 home runs, so... You know, it's great for when you actually play the game, but simulate it, it doesn't matter. It could be Tropicana for all they care. But again, those are my thoughts. Done with the rant, done with the ramble here. Leave a like if you guys enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you guys. I'm out. Yeet.